Well, can you hear that helicopter going by? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's outside. Well, I went and ordered me 2 Behringer B-2 Pro microphones. Why did I order them? Came up on Amazon, so I thought I'd give it a whirl. I bought 2 of them. So, I already unboxed one. I'll show you this other one real quick. Here's the box. What we got here? I don't tear the box. So, you can totally set the box flat. And we got a nice case. See, tape shut. I'm in a hurry. It's like Christmas. That's not too bad. Nice aluminum case. What is that? User manual. Behringer's manuals usually stink. I'm not going to read it. Achtung! Lesen Sie dieses Hinweise? That means attention. Read these instructions. What do we got? Oh, yeah. Hey, that's odd foam. We got the... I'm going to smell this. Yeah, that stinks. That foam stinks bad. We got a shock mount. It's not awesome, but it's not terrible. It does have the half the 3/8 inch, and it's got these springy... I like it because there's always tension, and then you just do that to open them. Well, let's get into the mic. Obviously, it's a U67 knockoff. Silicone gel, I'll eat that for a snack later. No, don't do that, you'll get really sick. There's the mic. Cardioid, figure of 8, omnidirectional, minus 10 dB pad and a roll-off. I don't know where the roll-off's at. The roll-off is 150 hertz at 6 dBs per octave. So if you're at 150 hertz, the first octave would be 75. I think. I don't really remember. And then it's got the normal, well, let's take it apart and see. It doesn't feel too, it feels pretty solid. That feels really solid. That's the aluminum tube. And that's the inside of the microphone. So let's go plug her up and see what she sounds like. Okay, I'm about a foot off. You can hear it's pretty sibilant. Sibilant? You can hear my S's. It's in cardioid mode. So here's directly in, 90 degrees, 180, 270, and then we're dead center again. That's cardioid mode, how most people would use it. My room is not very well soundproofed, and I'm not going to shut the AC off for this, but you can hear the AC. Can you hear that helicopter going by? We'll gain this thing up here in a second so you can hear the self noise. But I think the signal to noise ratio is pretty good. For being a foot off, that sounds pretty good. Equivalent self noise is 77 dB. A-weighted. Well, I'm going to switch it to figure of 8. Yep, so we lost audio and then it came back. So this is 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees. Hey, that's not bad at all. 270. Back to 0 again. So, yeah, that's not bad. You could probably use these for overheads. So that was figure of 8. Let's see what Omni is. Yep, we lost. Wow. It went dead for about 2 or 3 seconds there. So here's 0 degrees, 90 degrees. That's not bad. 180 degrees, 270 degrees, back to 0. So I guess most people who would be buying these will probably buy them for a project studio, and you'll be in the same predicament I'm in where you can hear the echoes in the room pretty bad. I bought moving blankets to help stop early reflections. I just didn't hang them up yet. Be clear, man. Let's gain it up. It's right now at 43 dB of gain. So I'm going to gain it way up so you can hear the self noise. So as you can hear, there's more air moving in this room than the mic has self noise. So I think it's quiet enough for use for sure. I'm going to switch it back to cardioid. Okay, we're back into cardioid again. Yeah, you can hear it rejecting the reflections off the room. So you're probably curious and wondering why I got this arrangement set up. I was going to do a mic shootout between the Behringer B-2 This is a Warm Audio 251, I think. This is a Warm Audio WACX12. It says it right here. Pay attention, man. This is the Warm Audio W47 Junior, and this is an AKG C414. And then while I was doing this, I was recording acoustic guitar and some vocals. I was shocked that I actually liked the Behringer B-2 the best, but only because it sounded great on the acoustic guitar by itself. Oh yeah, mic shootouts on YouTube are kind of a waste of time. There's too much compression going on, and I doubt people are listening on a decent audio system to even hear the difference of a microphone. But I did this test anyway to convince myself that the B2 is a good mic. The singing was terrible because I can't sing, but also because the Behringer B2 is mighty sibilant. When you hear me singing coming up, you'll hear a lot of S's. Listen to how strong the S's are. That's indicative of a cheap Chinese mic, but you could use a, compressor or a de-esser. This mic will do you just fine, I think. For vocals, the WACX12, fantastic, super silky smooth top end. It sounds good. It sounds very good. And then I started singing and I realized how terrible that was. I might play you a little clip of it because the beginning of it sounds fantastic. Can I say get the B2 Pro? I think so. If you're starting a project studio, these are like $129. It's a fantastic deal. Are these other mics better? For sure. Are they, even 2 times better? I don't think. Yeah, I think they're better than 2 times better. It all depends on what preamps and other gear you're using, right? Of course, there's a law of diminishing returns. All I'm saying is you can get fantastic results with a Behringer B2, even though they wired the freaking capsule in backwards. I will say, though, it's Behringer, so we'll see how long these last, because their synths, I like their synths. I've got 3 of their synths. They sound great, and I've not had no issues with them at all. That should be not had any issues. Speak English, man. However, I've had other Behringer gear in the past, and, I don't know if they have questionable business practices by stealing designs, but I don't think you can copyright circuits, especially old circuits. It should be patent circuits, not copyright. You can't copyright a circuit. You can patent early circuits if it is a novel design, but once a device has been used several years, you can't patent its use or its design. You can't. But to give you an example, here's the other B2. This mic, it's like they installed the capsule 180 degrees out of phase. So when it's in cardioid mode, you actually have to talk into the back of the mic because the capsule's in backwards. So I'm glad I bought 2. This one is correct, but what I'll be doing over the weekend is taking these 2 mics apart and trying to figure out how in the world they got the capsule in backwards and didn't catch that in quality control. That's Behringer for you. I think, I don't know. I'm kind of torn because they do give people decent audio quality tools for cheap, but they're also doing it at the expense of other companies' R&D, Audio gear is way overpriced, especially recording gear, and it kept a lot of people out of the market. Home studio people just can't afford the stuff, and now you can, so I think if you're talented, you could make fantastic records and recordings with these mics. I mean, you know what you're buying when you buy stuff from Behringer. It's a Chinese company. Not bashing on the Chinese, but, they're undercutting us with labor and cheap material costs. I'll play you an example here right now, see what you think. I don't know if I'm going to come back and say anything else. I probably won't. This is too long anyway.
Well, I built me a raft and she's ready for floating. Oh, Mississippi, she's calling my name. Catfish all jumping, that paddle wheel thumping. Black water keeps rolling on past just the same. Oh, black water, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me? Oh, black water, keep on rolling.
Well, so it's about this part of the song where the singing gets really, really, really bad. However, when I did track it, I did track all 4 microphones at one time, and I gotta say, I was extremely impressed how good the B2 sounded. In fact, on the acoustic guitars, I liked it better than any of these other mics. On the vocals, I did like the 251 better. Is that a 251? I don't really. Probably should read up on what mics I bought. But yeah, Colt Caparoon did a review of this mic, and it's pretty good. The 251 or the Elam, that is my Desert Island mic. Oh, this is a CK12. It's the AKG ripoff, which eventually became the Elam 251, I think. I don't know. I'm probably going to have to post a follow-up and correct all the wrong things I said. In any case, do I like this mic? Yeah. Is it worth 129 bucks? Yes. Are the odds that you'll get the capsule installed backwards pretty good? Yes. At least 50%. I mean, that was my experience. Come on, Behringer, what are you doing? So anyway, yeah. Do I think it's good? Yes. But it's typical Behringer. Behringer, whatever. This will work for a project studio. This will work just fine. Broadening that out. Talk to you later. I think the guitars sound fantastic. The vocals aren't that good. They're too sibilant. How do I put it? Probably damn good. Yeah. Oh, if I do this, I wonder if you can hear the phasiness between the iPhone and the fan. All right, everybody now. No, it's still the guitar part. Should we do a sing-along? I think so. Second verse, different from the first. If it rains, I don't care, don't make no difference to me. Just take that streetcar that's going uptown. Yeah, I like to hear some funky Dixieland and on guitar. And I don't know lyrics, Yeah, no, I got that. I'm way wrong. Yeah, it does sound good though. I double tracked, I got a little out of sync. I made a mistake there. It does sound good though. That's the Behringer B-2. Alright.